What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. It's Friday, baby. All right, man. Look, let's wrap up the week. Let's discuss a few things. First, we're going to discuss Deontay Wilder. Now, I saw an interview on with Deontay Wilder on Seconds Out, so we're going to discuss that. Then we're going to discuss Canelo Alvarez and the error that the IBF made as far as his mandatory. All right, and then we're going to wrap it up by discussing Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman and how probable it is that Manny Pacquiao gets robbed in that fight. Coffee. Have a quick little coffee. Black, 2 sugars. Hazelnut. Boy, this is really good. House blend. All right, day to day. Okay, now let's talk Deontay Wilder, how I feel about his interview yesterday. So in this interview, he said a few things, okay? He said he spoke on Tyson Fury. Now, they asked him, Tyson Fury taking on Schwartz. How you feel about that? That the rematch didn't happen and Tyson Fury went on and took on Schwartz. So Deontay Wilder, his response was, well, Tyson Fury said himself that he had a concussion. He can't remember getting knocked down. He doesn't know how he got up. Okay. He also said that the head wasn't meant to be punched and that boxing is a dangerous sport. So Deontay Wilder said he definitely understands Tyson Fury taking a little time away from Deontay Wilder, not running it immediately back and seeing where his head's at by fighting a guy like Schwartz. So I have no problem with Deontay Wilder saying that. And after Deontay Wilder spelled it out like that, I really didn't have a problem with Tyson Fury taking on Schwartz at that point. I kind of get it. So he also said they brought up AJ, okay? And most of the interview I had no problem with. He brought up Muhammad Ali and, how Muhammad Ali was an inspiration. All those things I had no problem with. But they asked a question about Anthony Joshua and if he felt that he got lowballed with the $40 million offer for one fight. They asked him if he thought it was worth more than that. Deontay Wilder said that he thinks one fight should be $100 million. One fight. Shelly Finkel, he echoed that. He said, well, first they offered him $10 million, then $15 million, then now it's $40 million. And what do you think it's going to be in the future? This is why that disappointed me, okay? It disappointed me because it kind of solidifies the whole concept of us getting Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Just pushing it out until it becomes big enough. The problem is Deontay Wilder isn't getting any younger, okay? So the fight may end up, when it happens, it may not end up being at the time that we would prefer it happening when both of them are, at their best. Okay, it's downhill from here. Okay, once you start reaching 35 and stuff, you're going downhill. All right, so that's why that was disappointing. Okay, so outside of that, I kind of felt most of the stuff he was saying, but I just didn't want Deontay Wilder and AJ turn into a Floyd Manny Pacquiao thing, which I think it's going to be. All right, so let's talk Canelo Alvarez and the IBF saying that they made an error. Okay, so if you don't know, the IBF, they sent a letter to Golden Boy saying that Canelo Alvarez, his mandatory, will be Sergey Derevyanchenko. Okay, so I was disappointed when I heard that. But then a few hours later, we start getting reports that the IBF said that it was an error. Okay, so this is how I feel about that. I think Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, picked up the horn and was like, hey, IBF, nah, man, we ain't doing that, man. Here's $1 million. No. We ain't doing that. Take this little million, say that it was an error. IBF was like, yeah, man, we didn't mean to do that. Okay, which works in our favor as fans. We didn't want to see Canelo Alvarez against Sergey Derevyanchenko. No diss towards Sergey Derevyanchenko. It's just, the outcome. Like I said, life is about anxiety. So is the sport. If you take the anxiety away from a bout, there's no reason to watch it. Okay, so now we're talking about maybe a Canelo Alvarez versus someone else. Andrade, Charlo, something like that. But we know, or Triple G for the trilogy, something like that. But we know Canelo Alvarez, he wants that belt. He want to collect the belts. So I think we're talking about some Andrade noise, okay? And I think that is way better. That is more, definitely more attractive than Sergey Derevchenko, okay? So I'm all good with the error and however that happened. Okay, so no need to continue speculating. I'm just happy that they pulled that back, and now we're talking about a different fight for September. Forget August. We all know Canelo Alvarez, his date is September. All right, so now let's talk Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman and the probability of that being a robbery. Coffee again. Hold on real quick. Keep my energy up. All right, man. Look, now, I had the video where I had my prediction. A lot of you Manny Pacquiao fans got butthurt when I said that Keith Thurman would beat Manny Pacquiao. I'm not sure if you listened to it all the way through, because if you did, then you'll understand where I'm coming from. But just to break it down even further, this is where I'm coming from. Let's start with Manny Pacquiao's power. He doesn't hold the power at 147 as many people think. Now, he went 10 years without KOing anyone at 147. The guy he did KO was Matisse. That was his first KO in 10 years. I'm not saying that he can't KO anyone. I'm just saying that he hasn't. Okay, he hurt people. All right, now you know that Algieri, he hurt people, but I'm saying he hasn't stopped anyone outside of Matisse. Meaning, in my opinion, it is more probable than not that he doesn't stop Keith Thurman. That's all I'm saying. If I were to do the math, the statistics, be a betting man, I would bet on the past 10 years and say, look, Manny Pacquiao only knocked out Matisse at 147. So Keith Thurman is more probable than not that Keith Thurman doesn't get KO'd. Now, let's go to Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, when the last time he KO'd an elite boxer? Your boy Danny Garcia? Nah. Sean Porter? Nah. He ain't knocking out anyone elite. When his competition rolls, that's when his knockout percentage drops. Okay, so Keith Thurman isn't going to knock out Manny Pacquiao either. That doesn't mean they're not going to hurt each other, though. Now, I do think Keith Thurman can hurt Manny Pacquiao. He's too good of a fighter, and I think Manny Pacquiao can hurt Keith Thurman. But I've seen how Keith Thurman fight when he gets hurt. I think it's very probable that he does feel the power of Manny Pacquiao, and when he does, he's going to start boxing, running. Manny Pacquiao is going to be hard for him to cut off the ring against Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is very good at adjusting. He is. Now, that doesn't mean that he's going to whitewash Manny Pacquiao. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a war. I think it's going to be a good fight. But what I'm saying is they're going to see the final bell. Okay, I think it's more probable than not that Keith Thurman doesn't knock out Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao doesn't knock out Keith Thurman. With that said, when it's a close fight, the judges have shown to not have any issue with giving the other fighter the nod. Manny Pacquiao against Timothy Bradley. Manny Pacquiao against Jeff Horn. Many of you feel that Manny Pacquiao lost against Floyd Mayweather. Okay, me, I think Floyd Mayweather beat him. Okay, but many of you in my comments have said many times, hey man, watch that with the volume down. Okay, so a lot of you feel that Manny Pacquiao actually beat Floyd Mayweather and got robbed there. So I'm just saying that strengthens my argument that when it's a close fight and they think it's more money to be made with another fighter, they have no problem robbing Manny Pacquiao. That's all I'm saying. So if it's a close fight, more than likely, look, it's more probable that they make it to a decision, and it's more probable that if it's close, they give Keith Thurman the nod. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So comment below, let me know what you think, or am I just speaking crazy? But I'm just looking at what history has shown us. Okay, I think it's going to be a close fight. I do. Keith Thurman is younger. Manny Pacquiao, he's just so long in the tooth. Okay, his gums are receding. He is so long in the tooth. And I think with that being said, I think it's going to be a close fight. And when it goes to the decision on the close fight with Manny Pacquiao, they have no problem giving the other guy the nod. ShowBizz the dope. Let me know what you think, man. Comment below. Comment about Deontay Wilder, Canelo, Manny Pacquiao. But that is my argument. I'm out. Huh.